Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm reviewing the Wayne Goss brushes, specifically the Face Set. So if you'd like to see my thoughts on these brushes, please continue watching. Now this set comes with 6 brushes and retails for $250. Yes, $250 US. So that brings the price for each brush at $41.6. And with his brushes, if you buy a bundle, it's not that you get a discount. So whether you get individual brushes or you get the set as a whole, the price or the total price of these brushes is the same. Now, a common feature with all these brushes compared to his older brushes is that these are made of undyed soft goat hair, and these are cruelty-free. These are probably the softest brushes I own in my collection, and I do have a ton of brushes. These are numbered from 10 to 15, so let's go number wise. So the first brush is brush number 10, which looks like this. This is called the cheek brush. Now this is extremely similar to brush number 2, which is from his older collection. You can see the two. They have very similar shape and design. I do feel that the newer brush, number 10, does come to a pointier tip compared to the 02 brush, and also that it's kind of flared more than the older brush. So this brush can be used for contouring, can be used for highlighting, can be used to apply blush. You can also use it to apply powder to your under eye area or just pinpoint powdering. So it's a multitask brush, but I prefer using this for contouring and highlighting. So the second brush is brush number 11, which looks like this big paddle brush, and Wayne calls this the buffing brush. It's quite a fat brush, but it's also tapered from the side. As you can see, it comes to a nice tapered point. He suggests using this for his buffing technique, which is basically you apply all of your makeup and go in with powder and just buff everything to mesh and to create one cohesive look. So that's what he recommends using this brush for. But I like using this brush for powdering and for bronzing. It can also be used for contouring because it does come to that angled edge, so you can just tap in your contour product. But it's good for setting large areas of your face with powder, and as I said, for bronzing as well, so to cover larger areas quickly. Brush number 12 looks like this. It does look similar to the brush number 11, so this guy is 11 and this is 12. So 11 is taller and less packed bristles, whereas 12 is quite dense. He calls brush number 12 the sculpting brush, and it's just named appropriately, I feel. I love using this brush for contouring. So because of its angle, it just fits perfectly in here to create the contours. You can also pinch it and contour your nose for it, but I generally prefer using a smaller brush for it. So I just use this to contour my cheekbones and my jawline and around my forehead. This is what brush number 13 looks like. It's this stubby, fat, cute little brush. I don't have anything exactly like this. The only brush that's similar to it but smaller is the Zoeva brush number 110. It's like a baby version of this. So I don't know if I mentioned, but this is called the face brush, and I like to use this for foundation. So this is great for buffing foundation into your skin in round circular motions. That's what I like to use it for. If you have good skin, you can also use it with other cream products such as a cream blush. Next is brush number 14, and I absolutely love this brush. And this brush is much loved, so much so that I have 2 other brushes from his older collection, which is the same number 14, but just that the bristles are, I believe these are the gray squirrel, blue gray squirrel, something like that. So it's from a squirrel, whereas these are goat bristles. Now he calls this the cheek brush, and I love it to apply most of my face product. So you can apply a light dusting of powder all over your face. You can do highlighting with this brush because it is so loosely packed. You can pick up a small amount of product at a time and build it in layers. It's wonderful for highly pigmented blushes. And I used to love using this for blush before using the airbrush by Wayne Goss again. And I do have a full in-depth review for that brush and I'll link it as a card right here. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorites from his entire brush collection. So because it's so loosely packed, this brush can pick up small amount of product at a time and you can really layer products and build up the intensity. So you can use this to apply your setting powder, you can use it for your highlight, you can use blush with this. You can also use it as a bronzer if you have a very pigmented bronzer and you want a light dusting of it. And it's also good for contouring, you can just pinch it this way and use it for contouring. So this is an amazing and multifunctional brush. And then finally we have number 15, which is this fan brush. So as the name suggests, this is quite a loosely packed brush and I've seen a lot of people use this for highlighter, but I haven't really explored this much. I have to get some more use out of it, so I wouldn't recommend this brush compared to the other brushes from this kit. So finally, you all want to know if this kit is worth the purchase. I would say instead of buying the entire kit, I would recommend getting individual brushes. That's something I've done with the previous collection where I showed you those brushes. Those are the ones that I picked up from his previous collection and I didn't buy the whole set, which made more sense to me because the other brushes were too big for me personally. Now from the set, if I had to pick two brushes that I would highly recommend you getting, there would be brush number 12 and brush number 14. Now brush number 14, I love it. I have like 2 other backups, so I have like 3 of these brushes, so I absolutely love it and it's truly multifunctional. And brush number 12 is amazing for contouring, so it just makes it super easy to apply the product without having to rub and blend the product. And this is especially important if you have acne scarring or any other kind of texture in this area like I do. So you don't want to do this moving action, you just want to stamp the contour and blend it. So I love this for that purpose. And if I had to pick a third brush, I would suggest getting the number 10. And because it comes to a tip, it's great for both highlighting and contouring. So I personally love this for highlighting and then I use this guy for contouring. And these 2 brushes, 11 and 13, they're like, you can add it to your collection, and between these 2 I would recommend the foundation brush because it's truly soft and amazing to buff foundation in with this brush. But this is just a bronzer or a powder brush. I see many other brushes that could do the same. So I would personally skip brush number 15, which is the fan brush, and brush number 11, which is the buffing brush. Now, if you ask me, are these a must-have in your makeup kit or makeup bag? Absolutely not. Not everybody needs these super soft brushes, but for somebody like me who has acne and acne scarring and texture on my skin, especially on my cheek area, these are amazing because they apply products on top without moving the foundation and the concealer underneath, which is such a key for someone with textured skin like mine. So I personally love investing in these brushes just because they are truly worth it in my opinion, and I get a lot of use out of these. So that's it guys, that's my review for these brushes. I hope this was useful and I'll link the brushes in the description box below if you'd like to purchase them. I also have the Wayne Goss Face Set, so let me know in the comment section below if you'd like to see a review on that as well. But thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Today I'm reviewing this Wayne Goss Face.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me.